Top players battling it out on Guanjinshen Beach, right here in Xiamen. Well, hello and welcome to a somewhat overcast centre court. Clayton Lucas here with you for men's semi-final action as Spain take on Russia. Pablo Herrera and Adrian Guevara seeded 7 up against the 4th seeds of Konstantin Semenov and Vyacheslav Krasilnikov. Well, the weather conditions are not great, but it's not been great all week. However, we're hoping that the sun will come out and perhaps will burn off some of the cloud as the day progresses. The two teams have finished their warm-up and will be introduced very shortly. Before that, though, we will meet the referees for this one. In charge today, the first official from China is Wang Liejun. And the second official, also from China, is Zhong Xian. Time then to meet the players. We're going to start with either Spain or Russia. It's 50-50, isn't it? In fact, it's Spain who are coming out first. Just underneath, I can't quite see from my commentary position. So out first comes Pablo Herrera, 33 years of age, from Quezon de Plana. He's 140 tournaments, $616,000 in prize money. His playing partner, Adrian Guevara Colada, just 28, lives in Tenerife, $466,000 in prize money. And only one World Tour gold for Guevara. That was in Moscow last year. Herrera has 3 World Tour wins. In front of them today, the young guns from Russia, Konstantin Semenov, 26, lives in Smolensk, has 2 career wins, $237,000 in prize money, and his playing partner, 24-year-old Vyacheslav Krasilnikov, lives in Gelendzhik, and his best ever finish was on home soil in Moscow in 2014 with a gold medal, and he has $144,000 in prize money. The two teams come together for a final exchange of pleasantries. They played each other 4 times on the tour. It's 2-all in terms of matches won, but it's Spain who have the advantage. They've won the last 2, and notably they took the last one in Marseille just a few weeks ago by 2 sets to nothing.
Okay, just a moment for the TV, so just a moment.
So even though Spain are seeded 7 and Russia are seeded 4, Spain the favourites for this one. The question is, have Russia done their homework
Okay, let's
in
go.
order to get a win. Away we go with the first set of the men's semi-final here in Xiamen. Spain in red serving. It's Russia in white receiving. Semenov looking for side out, which he gets very easily. Herrera at the net blocking, but left acres of space for Semenov to put that one away cross court. Krasilnikov with the serve. Nice side out for Herrera, the elder statesman, putting that one away without any trouble. And now it's Pablo Herrera to serve. Well, it's a little bit like for like at the moment, isn't it? Semenov put the first ball away, Herrera put the second away, Herrera goes in the net, then Semenov goes wide. All in all, 2 points each. Line serve, a line block signalled. Semenov, that's a little bit tight, could be in a bit of trouble. And Russia are in trouble, so the first point goes the way of Spain from service. They make the first breakthrough, and that's all down to a decent serve from Gavira. And a ball that was too tight to the net from Krasilnikov. Gavira with it. Spain able to use 50-50 in terms of their blocking and defending, so it does mean that the servers can go hard from the serving line, although in this case both of them have gone hard into the net, haven't they? Yet to find their bearings. Krasilnikov. Oh dear, that doesn't look good. Krasilnikov went after that, then he slowed and he's tried to turn and twist as he moved, and he's pinched something in his back, hasn't he? As he went after that, he was a little leg move, then he's twisted as still as he was going the wrong way, and he's felt that. He's got the stuff on underneath to keep himself warm, but he's still feeling it. Just a slight twinge or a little, something went click maybe. Well, actually, if it went click, it'd probably be okay. It's a muscular thing, isn't it? Something's twinged. Now then, does Spain go after him? Or do they stick on Semenov? No, they stay with Semenov, and he wasn't ready for that one. Really good serve, that, from Herrera. Taking Semenov away from Krasilnikov to that sideline. And the score now is 5-3 for Spain. They've had 2 points from service to give them this 2 lead. At the moment, Russia have only managed to score points from side out. So the scoreboard has caught up. And a chance for Herrera to make that dig. Not taken. Semenov. It seems at the moment both teams have yet to really get going. Semenov might be in trouble. They just booted that one over the advertising hoardings. I think he meant to just send it across the sand. Gavira with the serve. Really good play. Semenov off the net with his height. It's going to be very difficult to stop. Created a few good angles for himself with that. Seems like Krasilnikov is fine now after that earlier scare when he went after the ball and appeared to hurt his back. And Herrera's still the target for Spain, and that is something that we can see is the game plan on both sides. Spain are going after Semenov, Russia are going after Herrera. And it becomes a battle of who's going to crack first, as it were, but it's Russia so far have given away 2 points in their inability to side out. Spain so far have been very good. And not only that, they've just backed it up. It's another point for Spain. That one an ace right into the corner, and Russia have just switched up here. They've swapped sides. Semenov and Krasilnikov. Now, has Herrera noticed? I expect he has. Oh, yes, he has, and he's put that one right down the middle. And Russia are reeling here on centre court. 9-5 down. They lost 4 points on that end change. Spain once again. This time Semenov able to deal with the serve. Herrera didn't back himself to go after that one. It's a bit of a lottery though. When the ball goes into the net, depending on where it hits the net, it could go anywhere. That one hitting the bottom of the net meant it did stay in the air for a little bit longer. However, Herrera didn't back himself to go after it. So Russia have the point. Semenov with the serve. 3 behind, courtesy of those 3 serving points that Spain have scored. Oh, well, how about that for luck? Krasilnikov was stood there. He had no idea what was happening. He's tried to get out of the way. And it's hit him on the shoulder. And look at that, right into the corner. Good up. Has to come over. Semenov touched it in the block. But an easier opportunity now, maybe. That's a little bit tight. And Krasilnikov this time trying to go over purposefully with the second touch. But he can't find that baseline. So Spain survived that encounter. Just losing the 1 point. Still 3 ahead, courtesy of the side out. 2 ahead in terms of points scored. Oh, that was close. Well left this time, though, by Russia. Well, this Russian team have always kind of flattered to deceive, really, in terms of their World Tour abilities. At times, they are truly magnificent. Semenov, when in this team, Semenov and Krasilnikov kind of burst onto the scene, really, as a pairing, which was probably about 4 years ago now. They were certainly the young guns. Everyone was singing their praises of how good they were going to be. Semenov was struggling with his physical ability. Very tall young man, but wasn't able to control himself in the air with his long levers. But he's certainly become stronger as the seasons have gone on. However, the team have had too many inconsistencies. They haven't really been able to deliver on a regular basis. They've proved they are capable with their World Tour wins that they have had as a pair, but they've just been so few and far between. As we hit the technical timeout, Russia, whilst I was yabbering on, have got themselves back to within 1. The biggest learning curve and the biggest hurdle to get over on the World Tour in beach volleyball is mental toughness and the ability just to stay with it and not be phased, not be bothered. Physically, the guys are all the same, pretty much. You've got the odd exceptions, obviously, with Dalhouser, Alison. These guys who are just phenomenal athletes. And big with it. But if you can be mentally tough, if you're able to grind out results, if you're able to be consistent under pressure, and your side-out game can work at 20 all, at 22, 21 down, that's when things start to go your way. Nice play from Semenov. He's not left-handed, but showing his skills to be able to go up and improvise. And just like that, Russia have got themselves right back into this match. Nice line shot. Well, that's a tactic Spain are trying to make work for them. They've had a couple of successes with it. That ball down the middle, deep to the baseline, but at the moment, it's just not quite working for them. Krasilnikov now for Russia. Oh, great up by Herrera. And it's block out from Krasilnikov. And the pressure being applied by Russia onto Herrera from service. It's beginning to pay off here, isn't it? That was a wonderful pickup by Gavira. Then Herrera just throwing his hands up into the air, didn't get across the net. Nice block out by Krasilnikov. Well, he gave it a good wrap, Herrera. He did well to find the bottom of the net. He almost missed that. Oh, huge block from Semenov, waited, went across the net. And Russia now make the breakthrough. And they've turned this set around, haven't they? 3 down, now 2 in front. Very defined roles for Russia. Semenov the out-and-out blocker, Krasilnikov the defender. Semenov looking to make another block. Well, he got some good height, got across the net, but that's an excellent line roll from Spain right onto that sideline. And despite Krasilnikov running after it, he was never going to get to it. Gavira now with the ball. Herrera staying in to serve. Oh, it's a top serve from Herrera. Going high after Semenov's shoulder. And considering where Semenov was stood, only, what, a metre from the baseline, that one may well have been going long. That one definitely did go long, and easy for Semenov to get out of the way of. That's caught the block on its way out. Semenov knows he touched it. Spain then looking to re-establish their lead. Well, they might have a chance here. Free ball. Oh, wasted opportunity by Gavira. It was almost as if he wasn't sure whether to go over on 2 or actually put a set up. Didn't commit to the play. Russia get their side out. They have the lead. Semenov with the ball. Oh, it's a huge block from Semenov again. This time they brought Herrera in short to the net. And now he did get out, but not a great deal. And Russia make another excellent block. Herrera gets the side out. But Russia are in the driving seat now. However, Semenov's serve receive hasn't been brilliant. And no doubt Adrian Guevara, with the ball in hand, is going to be looking to try and score off Semenov. However, no stopping that one. Brilliant swing to the line. Semenov, 2 meters 10, he's 6'11". Up there with the likes of Dalhouser. In terms of the sort of tallest players on the tour. And this is where, though, in indoor volleyball, at 2 meters 10, you'd be a middle blocker, wouldn't be passing. Very rarely would you be setting and hardly making any defense, whereas on the beach at 2 meters 10, these guys have to be able to play like someone who's 190, and Semenov pretty much able to do that. Gets the ball away, cross court, set point now then for Russia. Really good side out from Herrera, under pressure. Didn't have the line to work with. Semenov had taken that away, only cross-court available, and still manages to get the ball away. Set point saved. Best chance now, though, for Russia to do it from side out. And Semenov is going to have a swing for the first set. No messing from Semenov, and the young guns take the first set, 21-19. This is how it was done. Semenov up and over, and down it goes. Confirmation of that first set score. Semenov and Krasilnikov, 21-19, after they were 3 points behind, weren't they, at the start of the set, as things didn't quite go for them, but they overturned that, and they have that first set in the bag. Just the start they wanted. So away we go then with the second set. Russia with that first set in the bag. It's now must win. Second set for Spain, otherwise Russia will be going through to the final. Good dig by Krasilnikov. Oh, good touch by Semenov. It always helps when you are that tall. He doesn't really have to jump to get his hands above the height of the net. But unable to stop the ball completely, and Spain get their side out, but they had to work hard for that first point of the second set. Good dig. And again, Spain battling hard, but more importantly for them, they actually get a point from service straight away. So Russia on the back foot. Another good swing by Semenov. Herrera trying to go with a roll shot, but that was nowhere near high enough. It only just made it over the net into the big block of Semenov. Oh, that was unlucky. If that had gone over it, it would have definitely been probably the play of the week. Herrera just having a chat with the ref to say, you do realise that the first dig from Krasilnikov, the ball had hit the sand. Cross-court block signalled against Semenov, line block signalled against Krasilnikov. Neither of them having to even worry about that. They're given a cheap point by Herrera. Still the same strategy for Spain, for Russia, I mean, going after Herrera. Now that must have been, was it? No, referee says that that ball was on the side of Russia when it was played. And Herrera not happy with that. You have to play the ball on your own side of the net. The exception to that being you can play it in your opposition's court when they are attacking. In other words, when you're blocking and you get your hands across the net. But all other times you have to play it on your own side. First end change, Russia with the lead. Play. Semenov gets block out, and Russia are beginning to assert themselves now in this second set. Swing. Semenov is on fire at the moment, and that might prompt Spain to make a change. Go after Krasilnikov, because Semenov at the moment is a side-out machine. Well, as far as Russia are concerned, right now, if they can keep siding out, they'll be more than happy. Anything else they get will be a bonus. As long as Semenov doesn't get himself into too much trouble. Oh, that's a good dig. Oh, good reactions from Krasilnikov. It come back outside the antenna, so play's allowed to continue. Clever play. Really good play from Spain to tidy that up. Well done by Krasilnikov. Hoisted high by Semenov to allow Russia to reset. But Gavira, cool and calm, puts it away. So the teams head off once again with a technical timeout, and as was the case in the first set, just 1 point separating them. One thing that you can be sure of with Spain's game is that they know there's still a long way to go in this match. It's 11-all, first set's done, they can't do anything about that, but there's still this set, and then a third. And that's what they'll be thinking about, making sure that they can just see this second set off. And certainly aren't not at panic stations just yet. Russia will be keen to try and keep them at bay. Krasilnikov, though, is going to have to make a play or two, isn't he, behind Semenov's block, if that's going to be the case, you feel, and not rely on Spain making errors. They're too good for that. Herrera with the serve. And it's Semenov who actually makes the error. Hitting across his body, square onto the net. His hand contact height dropped. And it's Spain who just made a little breakthrough. Semenov, how will he react from that unforced error? Well, he's been blocked again. Still playing on his mind, maybe. And look at that. Timeout called by Russia as Spain make their move. That mental toughness is so key, isn't it? The ability not to let something play on your mind. And you just feel, don't you, that Semenov, he made that mistake. Spain were very quick, weren't they, to serve at him as soon as the whistle had gone. He had very little time to prepare and refocus himself for the next point before the ball was on him again. Spain pouncing just at the right moment. Oh dear, no trouble at all for Semenov. You give him a free net, and that's what you're going to get. Spain deciding to break, probably wishing they'd stayed in to block. It's a very particular serve, isn't it, that putting on to Herrera, pushing him away to his left, getting him to turn away from Gavira. So he's always under pressure from that kind of serve. Well, he got the height, but didn't get his hands across the net to get the right angle. The angle needed to send the ball straight down and not straight out. Little step inside from Herrera, opening up the cross-court angle. Semenov not moving with him, and Krasilnikov not able to stop that power angle at all. Kind of half fronted up to him. Oh, good reach from Semenov. Well, Spain in a little bit of bother here. And somehow, though, they're able to get out of it and get the point. Gavira slightly caught out by the pass from Herrera off of that roll shot from Semenov initially, but Spain get the point. Well, they've opened up a big lead now in this second set. It does look like we are going to go into a decider, doesn't it? So net touch by Gavira as he went after that one. Now, has Krasilnikov got anything left, anything he can offer from serve to get Russia back into it? That is not going to trouble Herrera. There's one thing serving at a player, it's another to make it difficult for them, and that serve from Krasilnikov was an absolute gift, wasn't it? And Spain now just 2 points away from taking the set. Gavira held his ground, got one in the chest. Spain still happy to go after Semenov. Side-out game is what matters now, though, for Spain. And a free point given to them to bring up set point. And that one's hit the net and gone wide. It didn't touch the block. And it's Spain who take the second set. We're heading into a decider. Semenov is not a happy chappy. It'll be he and Givira who will talk to the referee, the two captains. This was the swing he had, and he wasn't happy about it. So confirmation of the scores on the doors. Russia taking the first, Spain taking the second. It's now a race to 15 to see who'll take the third. And with the way that that match has gone, it's anybody's guess as to which way it will go. Away we go then with the decider. This race to 15 to see who'll be going through to the final here in Xiamen. And it's Spain who get off to the perfect start with that side out. Teams will change ends every 5 points in the deciding set, as we're only playing to 15. There's no technical timeout. Well, once again, Semenov trying to hit that cross-court shot. He's square onto the net. He's drifting away from the net slightly as well. He's hitting across his body, losing height. Can't see that angle. He's getting very angry with Krasilnikov, or hopefully with himself, really, because he's the only one making that error. Well, that is going to be an interesting call. The referee decides to give it to Spain, because Semenov has touched the net, has he? No, Semenov's not allowed to talk to the second referee. He needs to step away. If anything, it could have been called for an illegal attack as well, because he literally had his hand on the ball while stood on the floor. You can have a joust at the net if you're both in the air, but not if one of you stood on the floor. And Semenov is starting to lose it, and Spain are starting to take control. 4-0 in this deciding set. Well, I was wondering, and maybe those of you at home might be wondering as well, why did Spain continue to go after Semenov? And we now have our answer, don't we? They played the long game. And it looks like it's going to pay dividends. Good angle from Herrera. Good dig. was still a favourable passage of play, wasn't it, for Spain? Good reactions by Herrera. And Russia get themselves a point. They haven't given up the ghost just yet. A complete miss hit by Semenov, and now he's got to deal with the serve to come from Herrera. Massive block from Guevara, and is that going to be the block? That will be the difference between the two teams in this set. Semenov is now struggling, isn't he? Nice angle this time from Semenov, but he's still smarting. And he's still thinking about the previous points. Now Krasilnikov makes a serving error. That's 2 in a row from Russia. That just won't do, will it? 10-5 up now. Spain only need 5 more to make it through to the final. Big swing from Semenov again, but it is just side-out points. Russia are not going to win this game if they cannot get that ball in play. They need points from serve. They've just given the last 3 to Spain. Now Semenov under pressure from the serve. Oh, but that's an absolute belter off the shoulder of Herrera and into the middle of next week. What a swing that was from Semenov, in anger more than anything you feel. But this is what he's capable of. What a swing that was. Lovely angle cross-court from Herrera, and they are now coasting, aren't they? They know this job is almost done, but almost is never good enough. And they need those 3 points. Well, Krasilnikov has had his first swing of the match. He has been starved of the ball by Spain. They have gone after Semenov with ruthless efficiency. Easy for me to say. It's another top angle. Herrera has risen to the occasion. He was put under the cosh in the first set, but he rose to the challenge in the second, and he's rising to it again here in the third. 2 points now needed for Spain. Semenov is having a good long chat with himself as some of the players who have been knocked out of the tournament watch on. It's just going to stay in play, so Guevara will have a swing. And that ball goes down. And that brings up match point now for Spain. Guevara with the serve. Semenov to keep Russia in it. Oh, but it's a net touch against Spain. Guevara was shaping up to put that one away and put them in the final, but now they have to wait. Semenov back to the wall. Spain looking for side out for a place in the final. Herrera for the match. Too easy, they've done it. Spain through to the final. After that first set defeat, they have bounced back in style to take the next two and knock Russia into the bronze medal match. Excellent performance from Spain. They certainly played the long game, didn't they? They weren't at all fazed by losing that first set. Herrera in particular, he's been there and he's done it. He's got an Olympic medal. You don't get one of them without knowing how to play the sport. And they have got through to the gold medal match here in Xiamen. It's been a while. Confirmation of the score, 21-19. Russia took the first, but then it was all Spain, 21-16, 15-10.
So just a couple of short questions.
Okay.
Is that okay?
So we can hear from our winners.
Okay, that was a great game. How do you feel after that match?
Well, it was a tough game. The Russians started really strong on the block, and well, we won the second and we started the third very good. Adrian blocked well, and we're very happy.
Very good. And going into the final, you're looking forward to it?
Yes, we are happy to be in the final. Now we go to the hotel to rest and enjoy the final.
Enjoy. Congratulations.
Congratulations indeed. Magnificent result for Spain. Thoroughly deserved. They stuck to their guns. They stuck to their game plan. And they got the results that they deserved in the end. The volleyball here in Xiamen, but for now though, from myself, Clayton Lucas, and everyone here, it's time to say goodbye.
Too small.
Okay, thank you. I was like, oh no, okay, 2 minutes is good.